howling for you.
Welcome to Wolfcast TV. My name is Derry, I'm one of your hosts.
And my name is Chris, and I'm your other host.
And I can't wait for today. It's an exciting day. It's a Sunday, it's a beautiful day outside. And we're doing something a little bit different today, Chris.
We're heading down to Three Brasseurs, I think it's called.
That's right.
Where they're having I think they've had it all season, all the games. They're having the, viewing party.
Correct, the away game viewing party, which I'm looking very forward to. Seeing a bunch of some of the old friends from last year that are coming out today.
Make some new friends.
Make some new friends. People like, for example, Scott Lidbury, new general manager.
Okay.
Well, let's say new. It's been a few months.
First time meeting him, so new.
That's right,
Yeah.
new for us. John Pallett as well, who's the director of communications and media as well. So yeah, looking forward to it.
And also as important, Corey Patterson is going to be there.
That's right.
And with any luck, I understand he's 6'5"-ish, and hopefully he won't be mad at you for cursing him and breaking his wrist. Metaphorically, you didn't physically break it.
I will apologize sincerely.
You should.
Peace offering. Yes. We would definitely.
I had absolutely nothing to do with that, Corey. So, if you want to blame somebody, there's one guy right here who's willing to accept responsibility. Sort of. Completely.
Yes. No. So looking forward to it. Should be a great day, and I think that's all that's left is for us to head on over to Three Brasseurs. We'll catch you then. Well, we're here at Three Brasseurs, enjoying another Wolfpack victory, which is always great to see. We had a chance to meet Corey Patterson. So, Chris, what were your thoughts on Corey Patterson today?
Just an all-round great guy. Probably one of the best guys I've ever met. Tall, handsome, just one of the best people I've ever met.
Okay, and tall, handsome. Wait a second. I knew!
Gotcha.
Only Chris thinks of himself as tall and handsome. Corey Patterson, everybody, thank you so much for joining Wolfcast TV. Your thoughts on the game today? It was a great rebound from the Wolfpack.
Yeah, definitely. There wasn't one bad play for the Wolfpack today. Everyone ripped in and everyone done their jobs and done them very well. So very proud of the boys and their performance today.
And when you knew you were coming over to Toronto, you may have asked some of the players there, what advice, either positive or negative, did they say about Toronto?
No one said a bad word about the place. That's the truth, man. Everyone said it's a great city with great people, and they weren't lying, mate. Everyone's welcomed me with open arms, and the city is beautiful, especially with the sun out like this. So, I'm very happy, and I'm very glad I get to come out here this weekend.
Well, we're glad to have you here. The entire city is around Corey's. Like I said, that first game against Lee, what I'm calling the CN Tower play, still stands out. One of the plays of the year for sure. What are you looking forward to? I know you're itching to get back into the game, but what are you hoping to see for the rest of the season?
Obviously playing out here is going to be an awesome experience, and being out here for a long block of 2-3 months, it's going to be great. Hopefully build up some relationship with the fans and the community and things like that, and start giving back because we've got some great support out here. So just really looking forward to getting here and doing what I do is play rugby in front of the fans.
Perfect. And I'm sure you'll see it here on the podcast as well. So much more to you than just rugby league. There's other activities you have. I mean, obviously your family as well, but boxing and acting. What don't you do?
I try and do as much as I can, mate. You only live once, so just enjoy yourself. And yeah, this obviously seems like a great city to do those things that I enjoy doing. So just really happy, mate.
Perfect. Now, from ourselves, I know some people tend to blame me for your injury. All I said was nice things about you. I promise I will not say anything nice about you at all. But for a peaceful term, just so get on great base, this is something that my partner Chris makes. So here's a Wolfpack ring for you that you can find. And, congratulations. Welcome to Toronto. And thank you so much for this opportunity.
I forgive you. All is forgiven. Thank you. Thank you for the warm hospitality. And thank you, Three Brasseurs and everyone that's welcomed me with open arms. It's been great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care. Hallelujah! I have been forgiven. I have been forgiven, Chris. I can't believe it. I feel so good.
I think that just speaks to Corey Patterson's character. I wouldn't have forgiven you.
Oh, really?
we're going to play like that. So you're telling me that Corey Patterson was such a nice guy, which he was, by the way, that he forgave me just because of that?
I think it had something to do with the, let's call it a bribe.
Well, the peace offering certainly.
Bribe.
Peace offering.
Bribe.
Peace offering.
Continue, please.
But I'm just saying, so like Nick Rawsthorne still hasn't forgiven him. So
But he wasn't there today.
that's true. That's true. But what a fantastic experience meeting him, Corey Patterson. Super nice.
Yeah.
I mean, lovely person to talk to. Really,
Broken wrist and finger and all. I didn't know it was 2 injuries.
it was two
Wrist
two
and
nice-
finger.
And I think he said that one was like one was injured like 10 minutes into the game, and the other one against Leafs Insurance, and the other one like 25 minutes.
And
or something.
he's got to get the pins removed, so it's not a sprain.
No, he's going to be gone for a couple of months, which is certainly sad to see.
Unfortunate.
Love to see him on the field there, but what a great turnout at Superstars. We'll get into the game in a second, which Wolfpack won convincingly, 52-12.
The Wolves were the king of the jungle today.
Yes, for one day.
Not the Lions.
We did reign supreme. But again, speaking of Corey Patterson, what a phenomenal person. I mean, he's involved in so many different things. Yeah. Right? He was talking about there, he had the boxing that he's done for a little bit as well. And on top of that, he's got an acting credit to his name.
Probably more, because Toronto is Hollywood North. There, he had, I think there were his boots he gave away.
Yes.
I think the jersey was, at least signed by him. I don't know if it was a game-worn jersey. The cleats, shorts, which I'm hoping were not worn by him and given to a fan. But the cleats were still, clumps of grass and mud in the cleats.
And it was from the Leafs Insurance game.
Yeah.
Where, again, like I said, I don't know how many times you're going to call it the CN Tower play until it sticks. But that's what it was. It was an awesome play. And, one thing that I have a question, not necessarily for Corey, but for you.
For me, okay.
All of those, the jersey, the cleats, the shorts, the rugby ball.
Yep. The
We're an arm's length from you. Why did you take any of it?
I didn't. They were filming the event. I didn't want to get caught stealing from the player.
Well, like they could tell who it is.
I can't be blurred in person live. Now, what I will say, when they had the interview with him, with the fans asking questions, David Argyle came up, said, I've got a question, comes around.
The owner,
the majority owner of the Toronto Wolfpack. What went wrong? I'm like, that's the question you want to see from the owner. If the owner's trying to get the team to do their best, find out what the problems were, fix it, you know what? All the power to him. That was great.
it was great.
That's nervy.
Like I said, the whole day, he did a Q&A with the fans, which again was fantastic. And it was like a sit-in, right? Everybody's happy, sunshine and rainbows, everybody's going on. And it takes the owner to come in and just, why'd you guys lose so badly? Players' mentality.
This went wrong. You didn't do this, that, and that. And sorry, sir. Never happen again, sir.
But,
what do you answer?
And again, I said about that whole experience. Right? We'll leave the game till later, but we'll talk about the whole experience at Brasseurs.
100 plus people? At
It
least.
was nice. And the chanting going on throughout the entire game, and getting to meet, as I mentioned before, Scott Libery jump out, and David Argyle was there too.
Yeah.
And as I said, it was a chance, an opportunity to meet him, which was fantastic. I love that. What an atmosphere.
Yeah. I mean, you have fans that we haven't seen since last season. And this is now, I think this is the fourth time they've had it at Pure Series.
Or fifth.
Fourth or fifth. I didn't know about it until, I knew about it I think 1 or 2 weeks ago that it was going on. I was there for a bit when we showed up, and then I got a message from a friend of mine, Thomas, which I usually watch the games with on Sundays.
Yes.
I sent him a link to the CBC site this morning saying, here's where you can watch the game from last week. I said, it's on, here's the site. He messaged me, I'm coming out of the washroom somewhere from Three Brasseurs. I got a message. He goes, I'm at Three Brasseurs. I'm like, wait a second, I'm here.
That's where we
I
are.
turn around, I'm like, Thomas, hey, come on, sit down, let's watch the game. And it's great to watch it with him because his knowledge it's absurd.
More than yours.
And yours. Actually, more than yours and mine put together.
Which isn't saying very much. But he is very knowledgeable.
Well,
so,
yes.
Thomas, thanks for the experience.
Thanks for the education, Thomas. Yeah, appreciate that.
But again, like I said, the beer, obviously they couldn't serve it at 10 a.m., but we got it at 11. We
Halftime.
able to have a couple of their own brews there. And the food was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Not bad.
Nice for a brunch there.
And surprising turnout.
Yeah, no,
I'm guessing it's being promoted a lot more or something. I think it might have to do with Patterson being there.
yeah, just a little bit.
Little bit,
It's
little bit.
influences. But again, if you're looking for a place to watch the game, great place to hang out on a Sunday morning. What else are you going to do? Sleep?
And I think that's going to be where they have the event when the games are here as well, right?
And in terms of, yes, before, after.
A pre-party
possibly.
kind of thing, yeah.
We'll see in terms of how that develops on. But we'll get into the game itself. I got a deja vu feeling. Did you get that?
Well, it took them all of, I think, 1 minute 40 to get the first try.
That is correct.
And then another couple more minutes until the next try, etc., etc.
And that first try was scored by, I think it was Jake Butler Fleming, who's another new person team. I'm not going to say anything nice about him,
No,
even though he did score twice.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
Great game. I can say it. He's not allowed. Yes.
And the entire team, I think, like Corey Patterson had said, he couldn't find a fault with anybody today. Although, actually, there is one thing. If you haven't had a chance to see the game, here is Dario's rendition of the Toronto Wolfpack versus Swinton Lion. Wolfpack try, Wolfpack penalty, 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 penalty. Wolfpack try, Wolfpack penalty, 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 penalty. Wolfpack try, Wolfpack try, Wolfpack try. Wolfpack penalty,
And then
penalty, penalty, penalty.
Later in the second half, we did get a penalty in our favor.
We did.
We did.
We did. We did.
So
But-
it's not completely one-sided.
No, but
Like the
again,
score.
the team. If there's one thing criticism for today, and I think something that even carried over from last year, is just the number of penalties they take is way too much. And against superior teams like the London Broncos last week, or when they face either Toulouse or Featherstone, it could
Those are
easily
gonna be
come
the
back
two
and,
big games,
and
yeah.
bite you, because they got excellent field position, but then boom, 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 penalties just sent it
Yeah.
back a while.
So what was the score end up at?
The final,
The final.
52-12.
Jeez.
And it was a great event put on by Swinton Lions. Thank you so much. Great promotion. Tough on the score, and we won't say that the two scores shouldn't have counted. But it's okay. The first one was obstruction.
You know what? They didn't have
Second
enough
was a
on the
double
game.
touch.
We still won. We would have won even with that try, but still, I mean, that double movement. Even I'm catching those now. You can't have that.
No.
The ref
And
should
then
not
that's
be
nothing
missing
against
that.
Swinton Lions. That's obviously against the referees, which
It's going to cost you £25,000.
I just thought of something. Follow me for a second.
All right, I'll try.
Referees, you did an absolutely fantastic job. I just love the way you work over there. You're awesome. Keep it up, buddy.
In this one, I support you 100%.
Thank you.
There were supposed to have been how many other games today? 3?
Well, there's supposed to be 5 in total, so
4
4
other
other
games.
games. Yes.
And 3 of those other games were postponed.
Postponed. There's been horrible weather out there, and Corey was mentioning, how he came to tropical Toronto in the midst of the snowstorm that's going on in the UK right now. But yeah, that has impacted a lot of games, even Super League games, not just
Yeah,
Championship.
I mean, some of the southern parts of England and the UK, they have no idea what to do with snow. The
Exactly.
northern parts, you get 1 or 2 occasions that get a snowstorm, but no. Although I wouldn't mind to watch a rugby game played in a snowstorm.
That actually-
That would be kind of cool.
Maybe one time when they're playing in Toronto. It will happen.
Yeah.
one day.
When they play in February or January here, as
Yes.
opposed to
Yes.
9 weeks away before you come here.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't like that, if it's not obvious.
We're
Bitter?
dying for them to come out and play here.
We want the beer garden.
Yes. Well, yeah, I've mentioned that in the story. But again, thank you to everybody at Toronto Wolfpack for arranging that event. Well, hopefully there's more in the near future. We'd love soaking that kind of stuff up. But we'll end this off by taking a look at what else happened in the championship.
The big winner on the weekend was Mother Nature, as she blanked, literally, Barrow, Dewsbury, Batley, Halifax, Sheffield, and London, with snow causing 3 matches to be postponed. In the games that did take place, Rochdale traveled to Toulouse and were soundly defeated 54-6. Finally, I know we have a natural rivalry with Lee, but how can you not feel for the Centurions? After blowing the game in the last 10 minutes last week, this time Featherstone Rovers scored 12 points in the last 7 minutes to win 38-30. Lee continues to dig themselves into a hole, which is getting harder and harder to get out of.
On to Sunday, March 11th, where we have round 6, and we see the Toronto Wolfpack visiting the Sheffield Eagles. Barrow Raiders travel to Rochdale. Batley Bulldogs visit London. Lee Centurions go to Halifax. Toulouse goes to Dewsbury. And finally, Swinton Lions head to Featherstone. Have a great week, everyone.